What's up guys, welcome back to another Hot Wheels unboxing video. Here we have an old Apple box. This one is a flat styled Apple box. There are a lot of cars in here, but I think this case got left on its side because as you can see when we open this case up, some of the cars are a little wavy. There was about 125 cars in here, so I broke it up into 5 different episodes. This is part 2. Let's check out some more first editions and treasure hunts. First up, we have the 2002 Panoz LMP1 Roadster 8 Super Treasure Hunt. This is the second one we've seen in our episodes, and this one is much nicer. There's no crease in the card, as you can see. I found this one second, and I planned to set the first one free, but I never got around to it. Next up, we have another treasure hunt. This is the 2002 Ford Thunderbolt. And this is a beautiful treasure hunt with that silver metal flake paint job and the black hood. Those blue tinted windows definitely make it pop, and that Thunderbolt written across the front is just that added detail we like to see for treasure hunts. Definitely a great looking treasure hunt, and I'm happy it's in my collection. Next up, we have the 2003 68 El Camino. I actually have 3 of these because I found 3 brand new shippers at a grocery store one day. My master plan was to go trade them at one of those car swap meets, but I never got around to it. So I ended up with 3 of them. They're very nice looking cars though, with that hot pink and the same rail riders that we've seen on the previous 2, pretty much. Metal bottom. Cool looking cars. I don't need 3 of them. Maybe I'll give them away if I hit 200 comments on this video. Hopping back into our first editions, I have this 2004 first edition Xtreemster. This is on the International Short card. This is red with a chrome front end. It is a 2-seater, and they only made a version of this in 2004 and then another one in 2007 under the Code series. Here we have another 2004 first edition. This one is the What For 2. The What For 2 has 4 V8 engines for a total of 32 cylinders, according to Hot Wheels Wiki Fandom, where I get a lot of this information. But that's all the information they had on this car, so if you guys know anything more about why this car is named the What For 2, leave it down in the comments below. Next we have another one of these wide body cars. This one is the 2004 first edition FatBax Shelby Cobra 227 SC. Not only is it strange looking, it has a really long name. But look at the size of those rear wheels. Just so wide. Interesting looking car. Next up we have this 2004 first edition Brutalistic. This one is on the short European card. Pretty cool looking car if I was a kid, and I bet you that back wing would be great for popping wheelies. And then our last car for 2004 is this treasure hunt. This is the Altered State. This one has rail riders and is a super treasure hunt. I think they pulled a fast one though, because they only have 2 rail riders on this vehicle and those skinny little plastic wheels on the front. Still a great looking vehicle with the yellow and those flames on it. Definitely happy that this one's in my collection. 2005 also had some pretty interesting looking cars. Here we have the 2005 first edition Drop Tops 57 Nomad. This car kind of reminds me of this. Oh yes, I definitely think that's what it looks like, and if you agree, leave a quick like while you're here. Next we have this 2005 first edition Drop Tops Low Cut CT GT. These aren't the prettiest looking cars, but they look like they would do great on the track. Low center of gravity, get those loop-to-loops and do them nicely. I'd love to try one out. And the last one of these Drop Tops is the Curbside. This one's pretty cool because I think this one's supposed to be a mini truck with that little tiny bed in the back. Next up we have the 2001 edition Realistics Ford Shelby Cobra concept. So this is an extreme contrast to the drop top cars that we just saw. Because they were labeled series cars as well as first editions, it made it real confusing. So in 2005, I decided to stop collecting sets and only collect cars I liked. Here we have the 2005 first edition Brutalistic's 1969 Pontiac Firebird TA. Now this reminds me of American Muscle with the 2 racing stripes. It even says Firebird there on the hood. The chrome interior and the blue tinted windows are a nice touch to this car. Now these first editions are pretty interesting. I have 3 of these. These are the first edition Bling series. This one is the Ford Bronco Concept. That gunmetal gray paint job is nice contrast to those magenta windows. But we know where all our bling is coming from. It's those iced out rims. Next up we have the 2005 first edition Mercedes-Benz G500. Now this looks like a car that 50 Cent would have driven back in the day. Or any famous rapper for that matter. Look at the chrome on that grille and that emblem. And those rims again just bring the bling. And the last bling series that I have is this Chrysler 300C. Again, we start off with those giant wheels, and this definitely has the body type of a Chrysler 300, but it looks like it's been cartooned. It seems that I managed to collect one treasure hunt in 2005, and that was the Purple Passion. I'm usually not a big fan of flames on vehicles, but this is actually really well done. Paint job has some shading and some tone to it, and that orange tint on the windshield really makes the car look like it's on fire. Next we jump all the way up to 2011. This is a Lamborghini Gallardo LP 570 Superleggera. I found this one and there seemed to be a major flaw with it. Yes, that's right. This was upside down when I found it, so technically it's an error. But there's a lot of people making fake errors out there these days. This one actually came off the shelf this way. Next up we have the Hot Wheels Premier Astrofunk. This one was pretty cool. I mainly collected it because those front wheels were so thin and skinny. And it's just an interesting looking car altogether. If you noticed, those wheels are identical to the Altered State treasure hunt we saw earlier. Our final car for this episode is this 2012 Hot Wheel Premier DW1 Dan Weldon Super Treasure Hunt. This car was made as a tribute to Dan Weldon, who passed away at the 2011 IZOD IndyCar World Championship in a 15-car pileup. I really like F1 cars, and this one was definitely a beautiful car for my collection. That's going to be it for this one. Hope you guys liked it. We'll see you next time.